Good.
Good.
I welcome you to this special Sunday edition of the Moment of Reflection. It is not possible to escape the trials of life. Whether you like it or not, at some point in your life, you will experience pains, sickness, suffering, and even death. These are trials, and they happen naturally. The most painful of all is when it is human instigated. When poverty, sufferings, and pains become human inflicted, happiness tends to disappear from the lives of the victims. And you cannot remove happiness from man because it is the end of every human endeavor. The Sermon on the Mount addresses the issue of where true happiness is to be found. It is not to be found in riches, pleasure, amassing of wealth, greed, or arrogance. True happiness is not to be found in inordinate ambitions. No. Rather, it is to be found in God and in trusting the Lord. It is only when we trust in the Lord that poverty, hunger, persecution, and mourning can translate into the joys and happiness that comes from the Lord. Poverty can find joy in possessing God alone, and hunger can find nourishment and strength in God alone. So in the Beatitudes, Jesus assures his disciples that the joy of heaven will compensate for their trials and sufferings and hardships and troubles. He assures them, like the prophet Jeremiah in the first reading, to trust in the Lord at all times. That it is only God who can guarantee continuous growth and success and fruitfulness despite the odds against us. The assurance of heaven is undeniable because Jesus has been raised, as the second reading clearly tells us. We are certain of that. That is why we must trust in him and teach others to do the same at all times. God will compensate us for the trials, the sufferings, the hardships, and the troubles we endure on account of him, so long as we put our unwavering trust in him. Today and always, I invite you, my friends, to learn to trust God, because whatsoever you are passing through has a deadline. And if you endure all these on account of God, on account of Christ, for the sake of his kingdom, you will never go unrewarded. May the Lord bless you. And I'll see you again in the next episode of the Moment of Reflection. And have a wonderful Sunday.